a producer, very talented producer and MC. And he loves getting on the show, bless him. What about, then, a secret surprise guest before we get Das Effects on, who we've not advertised because we didn't really know they wanted to come on? Menace? Who is this next?
Naughty Neighbours. No, it's
Who is
not
this
Naughty
next?
Neighbours.
I've got a name in. I can't believe that's his real name. I've never heard of him.
The next guest. He's actually a Cordust one to appear on tonight's show. A lot of people are going to know him from UGHH.com. He's really notorious on that board and pretty much all over the internet. He's from Toronto, a rapper from Toronto. I want to give some clues. I want people to guess. I know Crooked One's a big fan of him. No, his name's Admiral Crumple.
Admiral Crumple.
Admiral Crumple, MC from Toronto. He produces his own stuff too. Just coming out with an album, November, Neverworld, which features Cage and a bunch of other dudes. So,
right. Okay, so next guest.
You've never heard of him, have you?
No, I mean I can't blag this one. I really haven't. But I like his name, Admiral Crumple.
Admiral Crumple.
Admiral Crumple. I hope he didn't record this bit and use it for his MySpace. I was like, Admiral Crumple, Admiral Crumple, Admiral Crumple. Anyway, what a unique name. I thought you were joking. I think I laughed, just went, yeah, nice one, man. That's a really silly name to come up with. But he actually is a real artist. And how would you rate him? I mean, lyrically, how would you rate him? Who would you compare him to?
I mean, I don't, that's the thing. I don't think I could compare him to anybody lyrically. He's,
in a class all of his own.
But production-wise, he's really reminiscent of Necro's earlier work, so, which isn't a bad thing, which is why you wanted to get Necro on the show in the first place, no doubt, because of his older stuff.
Fuck all them. Right. Benny Hill was shit. Should we get to Admiral Crumble on that?
Let's do it, yeah. Let's get the Crumpster on.
The Crumpster. The Crumble Master. I put it in the Skype in the studio. I put it as Admiral Crumble, so I hope I don't mess up on this one. But anyway, he's from Canada.
Toronto, Canada.
Jonathan Ross intro. He's from Canada. I love his album. I think it's brilliant. I've listened to it. So here he comes. Admiral Crumple. Must get that right. Crumple.
Hello?
Hello, Admiral Crumple. Welcome to the Friday Night Live show.
What's up? How are you doing?
Yeah, we're doing well tonight. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. Now, album coming November 2008.
No doubt. It's coming out. Would you be able to hold for a quick second?
It's fine.
Yeah, sorry about this. A moment.
Friday Night Live show. If you're just tuning in, we're just talking to Admiral Crumple. He's an MC from Canada, from Toronto, and he's got an album dropping 2008. November, sorry, not just 2008. That's a bit random. It's coming out in November.
Yeah, I apologize about that. I'm on now. Okay. So what's up?
So, yeah, we just mentioned about your album, and we really need an introduction from yourself in terms of who Admiral Crumple is and, what you've done and what you've achieved, who you work with, etc., because your bio is quite impressive.
No doubt, thanks. I really appreciate it. Well, yeah, I'm Admiral Crumple, hardcore MC from Toronto, Canada. Just been doing it up. I'm a hip-hop lyricist, producer, make films, been in the game since 2002, and, just creating my new album, I'm dropping my 8th album this year, so I'm really excited about that,
Your 8th album?
8th album, yeah, man, I do it all independently, you know what I mean? So it's all it's just like a hustle like that, and what it is, it's just about realizing my dreams, because I ended up working with some of my favorite MCs, I did a track with Pumpkinhead, Cool Keith, and now Cage on my upcoming album.
So, just before my co-host Menace comes in, in what time frame did you release those 8 albums? Did you say 2002 was it when you began?
Yeah, from 2002 up till 2008. So that's 6 years and 8 albums. And I did it all solo, because I have this passion and this sense of urgency and importance to release music and just get my thoughts out on paper and do it up, because that's my passion.
And a lot of artists just sit there and they don't do a thing, and they just sit there complaining all day. So it's great to hear that, you know, you went out and said, right, I want to do it, I'm going to go and do it, and 8 albums in 6 years. 8 albums in 6 years.
Right.
My co-host Menace is in the studio. I'm going to pass over to Menace. Menace.
Yo, so how would you compare your new album Neverworld in comparison to, you know, your past releases and the stuff, your stuff?
Really, this Netherworld album is like it's like a big, like I really matured with it, and I just basically improved everything. I improved my craft. Like I heard all, like, basically this one is actually really I would say it's really like dark and just like grimy like the other ones. This one is like refined. Like all the lyrics are like on some next level. Like everything is new. Like even the words I use, everything, and the beats are and it's just that like it's just really from every album. I just look at my last album, like I was looking at the next night and I studied them. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, I just like study my previous albums, and I just ask myself, I'm like, yo, what can I learn from this one? What can I learn and apply to the new one to make it better, more banging, you know, and just do it up. So I look this one more refined style.
All right, cool. And who can we expect, you know, as far as guest appearances on this new album? I know you got Cage.
Right. Yeah, I got Cage on there, and then I got Al Tarb on the beats, and that's basically it. So it's only me and one guest appearance, just one other MC other than myself.
Okay, cool. And I mean, how important do you think it is for MCs, you know, to be able to maintain and carry, you know, an album of tracks all by themselves, as opposed to, you know, a couple of tracks by themselves, you know, with all these features. You know, it's really rare these days if an artist does their own album, to put it bluntly.
Yeah, I know, because features tough. And a lot of people have been telling me they're like especially people on the internet, they're like that, like they're criticizing me that I use these features to kind of get my name out. But that's not the case at all. The way I look at it is I'm an MC from Toronto. I had my experiences, my life, what I've seen up in here, and we live here in some grimy area. I grew up in one of the grimiest areas in Toronto, which is Rexdale. And, you know, it's riddled with drug use and violence. Someone got murdered in my building, you know, like, and it's no joke. And what I take to it is like, I'm an MC, whatever. Cage is an MC. Cool Keith is an MC. Like, I'm independent. I don't need anything else but a pen and pad, you know what I mean? And they're artists as well. So when we come together, it's not about me using their name or they using my name. We come together as independent artists, and then we become interdependent. We synergize, and we create something better than either of us could have created by ourselves. So me and this Cage track is just some new creativity, something brand new that never existed before.
Yeah. And that's it. And that's the important thing, that when people hear you on a track and then hear you collaborate with people like Cage or Cool Keith, they see that it's not just a feature thing. It's not just that you paid the money and they came on. It's more than that. It's a respect thing. And that's why a lot of artists like Cage and Cool Keith would work with somebody like you. Cool Keith doesn't work with anybody, you know? So that's it.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, neither of them work with just anyone. Everyone thinks it's just, but it's not about that at all.
No, absolutely not. Yeah. I tell you what would be big. I don't know if this would work, or you could do this. I don't know if you've got conference facility on your phone. I mean, could you conference like Cage or Cool Keith on now to talk about you as an MC, not an interview with them?
Now?
Yeah.
I'd love to do that, but honestly, like, I know Cage is busy in New York, or actually wherever he's at, but he's working on his album with his people, and Cool Keith he's somewhere in New York too, you know, and it's really, I wouldn't be able to conduct that right now, you know.
No, just a thought, that's all, just to get them on to talk about you as an MC and
but I'm saying, even not maybe just now, but who knows, maybe I can arrange something, you know what I mean? Definitely, I can look into it in the future. Definitely.
Yeah, just to add weight to you, because I mean, like I say, a lot of people out here in the UK particularly not familiar with you, and that's something that I think would be great, you know, to hear people like that and to hear them saying, look, this is why I work with him, this is who Admiral Crumple is all about. This is who he is, you know, and that's Admiral what he's all about.
Right.
Yeah. So, sorry, I'm getting your name mixed up. Did I say Crumble?
I don't know. Maybe.
So I thought I said Crumple,
Yeah.
as in the crumple of.
Yeah. It's always
sheep.
it's always just like crumpled piece of paper. That's the type of shit.
That's what I thought I'd said. Sorry, I didn't say crumble. No, I said I'm sure I said crumple. Right.